In this lecture, we will talk about this specific contextual vector, our supplementary content. Last time we check our macro context, and after that, when we talk about this specific section, we use scientific institution, all book names, and the scientists with their quotes or citations. Then we directly talk about this question and connect it with the milligram and describe the electrolyte connection to the direct water intoxication. Then we try to give the connection to these events, and from there we go deep in the specific events, sports, and military. If we continue to talk about something else, this section will be too irrelevant. That's why it's important to write this attribute, treatment relevant attribute, at the end. It comes at the end with the instruction list and the instruction definition. Any instruction here we give for the treatment, it will be touching one of the symptoms one more time. At the end of the article, we again touch the most important part. And in the last lecture, we talk about the distributional of the contextual domain inside the article. And there is one more thing is that, for example, let's say this is the web page and this is our macro context and it appears all inside the web page. The words that appear in the color of urine section or in the bathroom frequency, these words did not appear in the drownness or the double vision section. For example, if I visualize it, here is the color of urine section. The words that appear in that specific area did not appear at that specific point, but the word that flow in all the article, the site means in all the article, some context term that always flow in all the article, that in that specific case is drink too much water. We call these things in a two ways. One is statistical linguistics and the other one is distributional semantics. If you are able to use these two things in a proper way, you will be way much easier to rank, because here are two types of ranking algorithms. One is coming from the quantities and the other one is coming from the qualities, means quantitative and qualitative, and usually checking the quantity is easier than the quality. So the first initial and the better ranking comes from the usage of proper distributional semantics and the statistical linguistics. Proper distributional semantics, if you are able to find the most relevant specific context term or the concept, it will be very useful for you. Who did not have experience, it can use a word to vector or related word or different types of these like systems to find the relevant or the relevance context terms, or use the AI system to find it. But after a point, you will start realizing that all these specific connections are creating in your mind and you are able to sense it. One more thing, any of these questions did not come from people also ask questions. We did not repeat the existing questions, we trigger the new questions. So in the next lecture, we will see the more briefs and then we look at the articles directly. Thank you.